All right. Been a good week off, came at the right time, and we know we got a real test for us on this road trip headed to San Antonio.
Coaches, do you feel like the guys benefited from it, and then you guys as coaches, what were y'all able to accomplish this week?
Yeah, I think they definitely benefited from it. They needed it mentally, physically. I mean, it's been a long stretch. We didn't have a bye in the first half of conference play, so I think it came at the right time. Biggest things are, number one is academically, they get a chance. You know, you're home. We had 2 stretches of 3 games in 6 days, which is difficult. And what happens is you lose practice time. Academics obviously are stressed because you're traveling and things like that. So I think they got a chance to catch up there. And then as much as anything, just physically, their bodies. We're a banged up team right now a little bit. We were going into the Charlotte game and suffered a couple bang ups in that game too, and obviously didn't have Val. And so all of that, obviously this comes at the right time. And then mentally, I think we all know just the mental edge and the part when you get some time to get back in the gym, practice, shoot, do things like that. So I think that was beneficial from a coaching standpoint. We did a lot of recruiting early in the week. Staff was out and doing a lot of that. And then the preparation started pretty quickly back on Tuesday right away for UTSA all week, like a normal week.
UTSA scores a lot, maybe better than their score record indicates. How do you slow them down?
Yeah, that's a great question. They do score. They score well as anybody in the league, 80 points a game, make 10 threes a game, have 4 or 5 guys basically in double figures. So that's a real challenge for us. They play fast in transition. They make a lot of threes. They shoot a lot of threes. They rebound the ball as well as anybody. So on their home court, that's going to be a real test for us. Obviously, our transition defense, and we have to guard the three-point line. That's a big piece of hopefully being able to slow that down because they are a dynamic offensive team.
Saw Quinn get a couple minutes in Charlotte. How is he progressing as far as playing a full workload coming up with a week off?
Yeah, he's been in and out, to be honest with you. So I don't have a great answer there. He played in that game, came back, practiced. He kind of was in and out of practice all week. So that's going to be up to him and his ability to see where he is, how he feels. He's ready to go. I mean, he is capable in terms of, obviously he played in the game Charlotte, and where he is and where his mind is and where his body is physically to feel like he can play and what he can do, that's going to be in his hands.
How has Brandon Johnson looked this week in practice? He got banged up on Saturday versus Charlotte.
Yeah, he did. He got a pretty good bang in that game, and that's why his minutes were down. I don't know if a lot of people realized that at the time, but that's the only reason he played in the 20s that game, 20 whatever minutes it was, and that hurt us. We had to try and play 5 guards as we were trying to navigate that, plus Ezra's foul trouble. But that all being said, he missed the first couple days of the week, but he's back and he's good.
And then Val, I guess we're asking about every player that's injured, but just that time of year, I guess, how's Val?
Yeah, Val had to have surgery from what happened, and so he will be out this week, and we miss him. We did. He really was coming along and bringing so much to this team, intangible-wise, connectivity-wise on offense and defense. So it's a gut punch a little bit, to be quite honest, because I really love what Val's doing for this team, but we won't have him. But he'll be back, but just the way the medical scenario works is that he won't be available this game.
How do you, as far as challenging guys maybe to step up with guys banged up, like how do you kind of go about that as a coaching staff? Because it's that time of year where you got to get guys depth to step up.
Yeah, it's a great point, Stephen. A lot of meetings, a lot of film, a lot of extra time in the gym with them individually, which we do a lot anyways, but I mean, that's what it is, I mean, you're not going to go to having 3-hour practices all of a sudden and do things like that, but when you talk about Caleb, Ben Sal, Logan, Cal, Sear, guys like that minutes have been limited, there's no doubt about it that their reps in practice have gone up because of some of the injuries and guys sitting out. And then how much time are they coming in and putting extra in the evenings, in the mornings, in between class? And our guys are doing a real good job of that. And, you hope eventually that carries over to the game. But there's no doubt that will be the case this week. There'll have to be guys that step up and play because some of the guys that are out.
What approach are you guys looking to use since you haven't played UTSA in this conference yet?
Yeah, you just go through scouting, and that is the unique thing in any league, that it's not a true round robin where you play everybody twice. We've already played Temple twice and haven't played UTSA, and I've been a part of that before. So you just approach it. We take the same game plan. The one difference this week is we didn't have a game midweek, so we get a chance to prep maybe a little bit longer. We have faced it twice this year already where a team didn't play us, didn't have a game, and we were coming off of a quick game and they had a week to prepare. So you hope that gives you something in terms of the guy's mental mindset going into the game, but you just approach it like a normal conference game, first time playing a team.
How much do you get at all times to kind of watch the rest of the conference, maybe more so this week, because there's been some crazy games, some fun games. How much do you enjoy kind of the conference?
I love this conference. This conference is a great basketball conference. From the very first game of the year, our game that we tipped off American Conference play versus FAU, the game went down to the last 4 minutes of the game, to last night's FAU UAB game, and everything in between, overtime games that we've been a part of, buzzer beaters, late comebacks. You look at the South Florida Charlotte game the other night. I mean, this is an electric basketball conference. It's got great parity, it's got great competition, great coaches, and great athletes. And so I'll be honest with you, whether we have a bye week or you don't, I sit there and I watch our practice or our games, and up on the TV, if there's an American Conference game, I got it on and watching it. But that's why you love college basketball.
Anything else?
Thank you.